We're all very happy that we're staying at the Backpackers Hostel just down here and just down the road.
Who organised that?
I don't know, but well, the rooms. She's a 2x2. 2 metres by 2 metres, and that includes your bathroom.
No, I'd call it the New York loft style of apartment, Pete. See,
My bathroom is out on the veranda.
Yeah.
It's on the veranda.
Darcy's on the ground floor.
Right.
You're actually in the car park.
I had to sweep a bit of hair out of my bed before I left Jim from the previous
I must admit, Duke, I've never heard of Club 57 or wherever we are. It's the very first time I've stumbled across it.
Think of the name and it's true.
You know it's not a good sign when the driver picks you up from the airport. I've never been here before.
No,
in
exactly
my
right.
life.
The first time I've ever heard of it.
The funny thing about it is Jason hasn't actually seen it yet.
No.
So.
Well, I've been told you nearly have to go down to the foyer to towel off after a shower. You can't actually stretch the towel out in your arms when you're in the room.
And because the showers are on the balconies, they're actually on the balconies.
They are.
Yeah, you've got to get underneath the one that's upstairs, and they'll come through the drain, and it drips onto you.
Oh, come on.
I'm not sure it's going to catch on, this joint, Chief. I reckon it might be a one-off for us.
Oh.
Mind you, it's better than the Holiday Inn out at the airport we stayed at one time.
That's right. Yes.
Where Bristol, we walked out the front door, and about 25 metres later, we were checking in their quarters. I've never seen
You didn't
anything
like that,
like
Chief.
it.
You didn't like that.
That's not for us. We had
I
to
think
put
we said
Chief, at that time, we had to put our foot down and say we are at a better level than that.
Well, who picked this joint tonight?
I have no idea. I honestly, Dave, got absolutely no idea.
The Big Nose producer might have let us down here, I think. But
He shouldn't be picking
I don't mind it,
anything.
Das. It's not too bad.
Oh, don't, mate. Please.
But-
As soon as
Well,
you
I've actually got a pretty big room. So maybe I'll be
you've
looked
been
after.
there in the penthouse, are you, don't you?
Maybe
You've
I
been
am.
upgraded.
Were you on the same? Were you all on the same flight? Obviously, you had to come up early for the rush hour. Were the boys all and anywhere near the sharp end, or what was the?
Well, Das was, but he was in row 23.
Oh, Bristol.
Fair to say I was at the fat end.
What is that about?
Just the 3 seats between, three of us. But 2 of us were 130 kegs.
No
and
way.
He just wanted to put his arm on the armrest, and every time he lifted his arm, I got in and under him. And I was
Did
no
you?
way I was going to let him put his arm on the armrest.
No, that's it, Bristol.
He was just sprawling all over it. He didn't give a stuff about me, and I was half in the aisle.
You've always been a good marker of your territory on an aeroplane, Brian.
Well, last week the bloke from Perth, he put his seat down in front of me, and he got the double knee treatment in the back. And it was, almost a Grant Hackett nipple dribble.
He got jettisoned forward in the aircraft. He landed about 4 rows in front.
An interesting man to travel with the Bristol as a rule.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got a lot of things that he likes done.
That's it.
He likes to get to places very, very early.
First on the plane, Bristol, always.
Yeah.
Have you ever been outside of the first 3 people on the plane, Bristol? Has that ever happened?
I'm a top tenner. I like to be the first 10 people on the plane, and that makes me feel better.
Will you, with the hand luggage up in the hole, will you take a bay up ahead of yourself, just so
No.
that you can get it on the way out?
I put it directly on top of me,
Right.
but if anyone takes my locker up the top,
Yep.
she's on. Don't put your gear up on top of me.
Because I've seen a few quite smart nipsies.
Yeah, they
and,
do.
and they'll
Yeah.
go 2 or 3 bays up so that on the way out they can just get it on the run. And that's not bad thinking, actually, Purple.
I do that sometimes.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
What you do if that happens is you open it up so when they grab it, it all goes over the place when they pull it out of the locker.
Amazing response to the Wolfpack, especially when we get on the road. They absolutely love it. I'm reading some down here. Jim flying. Jim, you imagine. Jim, you appear to be at the top of your game. So all of those ones I'll ignore, Bristol, when I get to at Maloney Bray, who goes, nothing to ship off this week, Chief?
Well, the Chief might travel, but ship off doesn't.
No travelling ship
And
off.
yes, I'm talking about myself in the third person, which means I'm not having a good day.
All right, so there you go.
So no ship off, Chief.
It doesn't travel.
Don't make a late run, Damo.
Download the Macca's Little Wins app today. The Big Bristle's gone. It's old Whispering Brian. We haven't heard Whispering for a very long time down in rooms. We used to send him down, and he would often interview himself, Bristol, over the course of a couple of minutes because whoever he was down there to speak to wasn't available yet.
He can get testy down there too, Damo. If he doesn't get what he wants, he can turn a little nasty at times to Bristol.
And he can also get a bit rogue. In other words, start interviewing blokes that haven't been cleared, blokes that are just walking through. They get spoken to as well. So Whispering Brian down in the North Melbourne rooms next.